Friends, action in inaction means always in action. So, we shall today discuss action in inaction. Gita verse 3.5 नहि कश्चित् क्षणमपि जातु तिष्ठति अकर्मकृत् कारिते हि अवसः कर्म सर्वः प्रकृतिजैर्गुणे. Every moment we are in action. Not for a single moment we can remain without action. And we are compelled to act, work by our nature. That is three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. Question may arise, how we do work every moment, as sometimes we remain sitting idle, sometimes in sleeping state. So Gita verse 18.15 says, Sharir bang manobhiryat karma prarabdhe nara. We start working by body, speech and mind. So all our desires, dreams, thoughts, imaginations erupting in our mind are actions. And we do these actions under compulsion of our nature. These actions are not voluntary. We are compelled to do them. Now Gita verse 4.17 says, Karmno hi api bodhavyam cha vikarmanah akarmanasya bodhavyam gahana karmano gati. The results of these actions are very mysterious. Hence, we should know karma, that is action, akarma, that is inaction, and vikarma, that is bad act. Now, the situation is that every moment we are doing karma, that is action, under compulsion. And effects of these karma actions are very mysterious. Hence, we must try to know what are these that we are doing or what are we compelled to do and also bear its bad effect. It is not strange, abnormal, and not acceptable by a normal, sensible person that at one hand we are forced to do some work and also forced to bear its effect. Why? Why we are accepting it? Why can we not say that we shall not do any work under compulsion? And if someone compelling us to do the work, let him bear its effect also. Why should I bear the bad effects of any work done by me under compulsion? Why? To understand this problem, we must understand the work actions we are doing. These actions are of three types, as said in above mentioned Gita verse. Karmano hi api bodhavyam cha vikarmana akarmanasya bodhavyam gahana karmanogat. Three types of karmas are first the karma, action, which we remain doing all the time. Second is akarma, inaction, not doing anything. And third is vikarma, bad act. For example, stealing, cheating, defrauding, and all other immoral actions as per rule of this. Now, Gita verse 4.16 says, कि किम कर्मेति कवयो अत्र मोहिता तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि यज्ञात्वा मोक्षते. Even the learned people, wise people, remain confused while identifying action and inaction. So, Lord is clarifying here what is action and what one should do to avoid bad effects of these actions. In verse 4.18, he says, कर्मणि कर्म यः पश्येत् अकर्मणि च कर्म यः स बुद्धिमान मनुष्येषु स युक्तः कृत कृष्ण कर्म कृत. Who sees action in inaction and inaction in action is a wise man. And even after doing all these actions, he remains unaffected by the bad effects of those actions. Now, we have to find the meaning of action in inaction and inaction in action. Swami Vivekananda says, good, good, bad, bad, and none escape the law. Whosoever wears the form wears the chain too. By form he meant this body, and chain means past karma, past mental impression. Whatever good or bad past mental impressions are there in our subconscious mind, we will have to leave it, and there is no escape. It is like saja, punishment, jail, which one will have to go with. If you have latent desires, fulfill it through legitimate effort. If you have lived your time of punishment in jail as per the terms and conditions of the jail, you will be free after the lapse of that time. But if you disobeyed or complained or tried to escape or in any way you did not behave in disciplined manner, your punishment will be enhanced. Now, what is this disciplined behavior in punishment? Whatever past mental impressions with respect to our past actions, whether good or bad, their sprouts in the form of thought, desire, dreams, actions will definitely appear. And here we will have to behave as instructed in Gita verse 4.18. That is, कर्मण्य कर्म यह पश्येत अकर्मणि च कर्म यह सो बुद्धिमान मनुष्येषु सो युक्तः कृत कृष्ण कर्म कृत. See action as inaction and inaction as action. For example, suppose I have to go to Mumbai from Delhi and I booked a flight for it. At the airport, I will have to show the ticket, pass through security and other formalities, and sit in the plane. This showing the ticket, passing through security, and sitting in the plane is also an action. But it is action in inaction. If I will not show the ticket, resist in security setup, and deny to sit in the plane, it would generate further unnecessary actions, which must have been avoided by following the rule. So, by following the rule, avoidance of these unnecessary actions are called action in inaction. As in practical life, Ram was ordered to go to jungle and he gracefully accepted it. That is good. If he had not accepted those orders, things would have been different, and certainly it would not have added to the prestige fame of Rama. In service period, if I am given a rural posting, I have to accept it gracefully. If I sit on dharna, protest, to oppose that order, certainly it would not be good for me. This is action in inaction. And action in inaction ensures us reach our destination safely. Its inverse is inaction in action. In whatsoever action of showing ticket, passing through security, and sitting in plane, I did not show my discomfort. And this not showing my discomfort in passing through actions of showing ticket, security checking, and sitting in the plane is inaction in action. That is what Lord Krishna said, karmani karm yah pasyet akarmani cha karmya. स्वबुद्धिमान मनुष्येषु स्वयुक्त कृत कर्म. He who does actions in inaction and inaction in action is a wise man. And even after doing all these actions, he remains free of mental impressions regarding those actions. Accepting this life as an effort of our past good and bad actions, doing our duties, actions as per norms of the society, we become free of those past actions and also do not generate new mental impressions. In the absence of new mental impressions, there is no possibility of extension of our punishment period. That is, no new birth. Adi Shankaracharya, in his book Aparoks Anubhuti, verse 139, says, कार्ये हि कारणं पश्येत् पश्चात् कार्ये विसर्जयेत् कारणत्वं तदो गच्छेत् अवशिष्टं भवेन् मुनि. Action or work which is effect generated out of the cause should be treated as such and therefore dispensed. As a result of dispensing the effect in this way, cause also goes away. After disappearance of both cause and effect, what remains is the absolute self, which is ultimate reality. For example, the car is running because of petrol in the tank, and as car has run, petrol exhausted. Understanding that the running of car was due to petrol in the tank, tension of running of car goes away. And because of running of car, petrol has also exhausted. So cause and effect both have gone. What remains is the standing car with no petrol and no movement. Great Buddhist philosopher Nagarjuna says that all are empty. Both matter and consciousness support each other like a hay, and each one vanishes with the vanishing of other. In agriculture fields, while harvesting, harvested plants are kept standing with the support of each other plant in the form of hay, that is this form. This support this and this support this. If this falls, this also falls. If one falls, the other also falls. What remains is empty, that is void. Buddhists do not believe in self or God, and they call it empty. By consciousness and matter, they meant cause, mental impressions, and effect, actions, desire, dreams, thought, etc. As Shankaracharya said in above verse, cause and effect vanishes by vanishing of each other, and what remains is the self. This is the example of nirvikar brahman, absolute self. Now, this journey of life that is to be treated as a punishment in prison, as explained earlier, there are three things. One, the action which are to be carried out as per rule of the prison, that is society. Second is mental impressions from which his desired thoughts, imaginations would have been coming out, that is exploding. And third is he himself desirous of freedom from all restrictions. For liberation, action at mind where desires, thoughts are to be molded as per rule of the society. Mental impressions of past actions are to be erased, and absolute self, which is free from all bondage, is to be achieved. Guru Vasistha says in Yoga Vasistha that all the three faculties are to be pursued simultaneously because they are interlinked as cause and effect, and any imbalance in their interrelation would lead to failure in our mission of freedom. For eradication of mental impressions, we must work, that is action. For dissolving the mind, work are to be done without attachment to the result thereof, that is inaction in action. And for realization of the self, we must oversee the previous two steps are carried out honestly, as honest efforts at previous two steps, that is work and mental impressions being cause and effect, eradicates each other, leaving the third, that is self, free from all characteristics, that is absolute self. प्रश्न उपनिषद 5.6 says तिस्रो मात्रा मृत्यु मध्य प्रयुक्ता अन्योन्य सक्ता न विप्रयुक्ता क्रियासु बाह्याभ्यंतर मध्यमासु सम्यक प्रयुक्ता सुन कंपते ज्ञ. When the three matras of Om, each of which lead to death by itself, are joined to one another in a close union and used in well performed action, external, internal, and intermediate, the knower does not shake. Here it says that the three matras of Om, O, that is A plus U, representing waking and dream state, M, representing deep sleep, and silence after pronouncing Om, representing consciousness, when being meditated separately, they will not lead us beyond death. When the three matras of Om, that is waking, dreaming, thinking, imagination, dreams, are synced into deep sleep, that is mental impression, and this process carefully monitored by consciousness, that is the three used in well performed actions in close union, external, intermediate, and internal. The knower, the meditator, does not shake, means does not fear. It leads to salvation. This is action in action through which we can reach the self, which is absolute Brahman.